He gets this one to Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 36 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score. Bengals 7, 14-0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 2, Allen. They set up the screen to Bo. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down at 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Here's Allen. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Brings up second and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll try the right side here with Bo. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Allen on third. Able to shake him off. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Allen going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A fourth down pass play doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Oh, able to avoid him. And he works free. He's at the 50, 30. 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. The try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Bengals 14. Our home team, 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Big hold of the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Allen now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. Working with a 2nd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jack Youngblood in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Burrow trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14. Our home team, 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, 48 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Bengals 21, our home team 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run here with Bo. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good. 4-A.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. Andre Johnson, 49 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Allen. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Carlson on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game. 21 apiece. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now here's Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 27, Burrow. Complete to Boyd. And some room to maneuver. The 30. 10. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd. 73 yards. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive. Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Jackson with a catch. First down and more for Jackson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Allen. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Throwing is Allen. Rolling to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Bengals drive about to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Here's second and 10. To throw, Burrow. Into the hands of Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Throwing, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Don't showboat next time, asshole. Don't fucking showboat. Be humbled by me, bitch. Be humbled by me. Be humbled by me, bitch. No, I don't.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every